What's going on, people? This is Aaron D. Glover, and hope everyone's doing well. I'm sorry I haven't been on for a while. I haven't been posting a lot of videos as of late. Just tired and exhausted and working 6 days a week. Just trying to keep my head above high water. That's all. But as most of you know, I love talking about. I love speaking about. I love speaking about being motivated. I love speaking about not giving up. I love speaking about stop being so hard on yourself, because we all dealing with things. Some of us are dealing with issues and traumas, and some of us are just in bad situations, right? So sometimes when I get up in the morning, I have to give myself a pep talk, because I know that, my travel time to and from work can be very exhausting. As most of you know, I'm an armed security officer in the state of New Jersey. I live in Newark, New Jersey, but I work in Trenton, New Jersey, and most of you know that's a far ride. So I'm going from pretty much to the last stop in New Jersey. It's like Trenton, and it's right by Pennsylvania, right? And I often get people, when I tell people where I work at and how far I have to go, that you see this, this surprised look on their face, and they're like, "Damn, bro, you work far." But you know what? I care about what I do. I love what I do. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. And me taking this job as an armed guard took me out of a situation where I wasn't happy. The work environment that I was working in, I wasn't happy at all. So when the opportunity came and I had a shot at becoming an armed security officer, I had to take the opportunity, no matter how far it was. And I jumped out the window, man. I said, you know what, basically what I'm saying is, you can't complain, moan and groan about change if you're not willing to make the change yourself. You have to really apply yourself and say, okay, I can do this. I think about my travel time, and I'm like, damn, bro, you come a far way. Then I think about those people who are out of work. There's people like right now who are out of work and can't do what they want to do, and sometimes that keeps me focused. You know what I mean? It's really, I would say the hardest part of my job is just getting to work. Like I said, I love what I do, but I also have to motivate myself to get up every day and try to be the best individual I can be the best version of who I am. Because I know it's rough, I know it's hard, man. I leave my home at about maybe 12:40 to 12:45 every day, Monday through Friday. I'll go get a coffee, I'll go get my sandwich or something like that. I make it to the train station. My train, I think it's like maybe a 15-minute walk from my home to the train station. So, I go get a coffee or something like that, and my train is at 1:23. So I'm on the train for about maybe an hour and 15 minutes, sometimes an hour and 20 minutes, depending if there's any, stoppage. Sometimes the train stalls sometimes. So that's me getting to work. When I get to Trenton, I have to hop on a bus. So that's another 15 minutes. No, I'm lying. I'm going to say, depending on traffic, it's like maybe a 5-minute bus ride from the Trenton train station to the area I have to work at. Okay, and I have to walk maybe about 5 minutes to the location. So all right, cool. And then I have to do that. I have to do that all over again at night. I get off at 12 o'clock a.m. I have to wait until the 12:45 bus, and then when I get back to the Trenton train station, there's a 109 train, and then I get home. Again, like I said, the train ride is about an hour and some change, and I don't get home till like maybe a quarter to 3 in the morning every night. So it's like something is keeping me motivated, something is keeping me focused, something is helping me stay the course. And we all know that's God, so I can't take credit for that. But all I'm saying is, to those who feel like giving up, don't give up, because then all that hard work will be for nothing. And for those friends of mine who follow me on social media, you guys know I've been working hard to become an armed security officer, because it's just something I wanted to do, something I wanted to challenge myself in doing, and I accomplished that. But I'm always reaching for more. I'm always, not to say that the grass is always greener, but I always know that there's something greater for me to do, and I keep pushing forward, man. And I keep going and I keep going, and I amaze myself sometimes. But like I said, there are times where I just wanna, how you say, give up. But I'm like, nah, you can't give up, bro. You can't, man. You know, you work too hard, man. People look up to you. People look at you as an inspiration. And I get a lot of notes on Instagram, and guys tell me to be safe, and you know, I get a lot of questions, and how do you become an armed security officer? What are the pros and cons of being a security officer? And I give them my personal opinion. And I get a lot of guys asking me about, pistol instructors and things like that. And I give them the best positive feedback I can give them. And it really means a lot when I get perfect strangers that I've never met a day in my life, but for whatever reason they come across my YouTube channel, they come across my Instagram page, and they'll reach out and send me some questions and stuff like that. And I answer them the best way I can. And again, if they don't know it, I'll let them know now. I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me at times, because you guys keep me motivated. You guys keep me on the right track. You guys sometimes put a smile on my face, man. It lets me know that I'm not out here alone. There are guys out there who probably just want to say, nah, fuck it, I can't do it. And if they can reach out to me and be like, yo, if this brother from New Jersey can do it and still keep his head held high, then I can do it. So that's my outlook on things, man. I really want to go as far as I can go as an armed security officer, man. I know there's so many more opportunities out there, and I'm 50 years old now. And when I first became an armed security officer, one of the first things I said to myself, I gotta find something that I can do for the rest of my life. And I believe that if you have the right training, the right maturity, the right level head, you can become I can become a even greater armed security officer. You know what I mean? It's de-escalation tactics are key. You know what I mean? You can't go from 0 to 100 to solve every issue. And most of the times when I'm on a train, I'm like, I read up on things. I try to read inspirational quotes to get me going, keep me, pushing forward. I get to work, I'm tired just from the travel time. So sometimes I got to sit down for about 5 minutes to, clear my thoughts and, get my work day started. But I have a lot of goals and things I would like to accomplish. As you can see, most of you guys see, I'm back to selling t-shirts again. I have my little zombie thing that I like, zombie inspired t-shirts, I like to call them, because I would like to raise money to buy more, pistol instructors, tools and things that I might need to teach a full class. That's taking this course. It's, haven't had too many purchases as of yet, but I had someone from Louisiana buy a t-shirt last week. And one of my followers on Instagram, I believe he's in California, he purchased a t-shirt some time ago. But most of what I'm trying to do is just educate and what's that word I'm looking for? Erase. I want America. I want people to see that when you see a black man with a gun, he's not a threat to you. He's there to protect you. what we do in the armed guard professions, you know, if police are here, then we're right here. We're a first line of defense as well. We are first responders, and we are important. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guards that I work with who love what they do. So if I could, I would love to what's the word I'm looking for? Just to be a very positive influence. So like, when you watch the news, you hear about all the gun violence in Chicago, Newark, and Brooklyn, New York, where you see the black man behind a gun, he's doing something, and bullets hitting babies, bullets hitting elderly, bullets hitting innocent bystanders. But if you have a man of color, I should say, who's an armed security officer, who's a certified pistol instructor, if I can show and teach somebody the safe ways to use pistols, teach them that guns are in the game. Guns aren't toys, man. Those things are to preserve life, not just to take life. But I look at a pistol. My job is to preserve life. My job is to make sure that the company that I work for, I have to keep employees safe. And if me just standing there with a duty belt and a pistol on my right side is a deterrent, then my job is done, and I'm grateful for that. And I look to do. Well, we're pretty much coming to the closing of 2022. It's a very, very eventful to 2022, but I'm really looking forward to 2023 already, because I know, as I like to say, greatness takes time. Greatness is a process, and greatness is not something you can rush. And for all those guys all those men and women who follow me on Instagram and YouTube and reach out and ask me my opinion on things, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you guys are taking the time out to listen to what I have to say, and it keeps me going, man. So on that note, I'm gonna sign off for right now. And once again, I want to thank everybody who's ever reached out to me on Instagram. And I'm like, you guys are something else, man. I'm glad there are a lot of like-minded people around the country and around the world who we may share the same outlook on certain things, and the exchange of information is very important. So on that note, I'm going to sign off, and again, I'm going to say thank you, YouTube, thank you, Instagram, and thank you, TikTok, man. Stay cool, and God bless, man. Peace.